Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Byrne podcast. Today we are here with a very special guest out of Hofstra University, first overall pick in the 2017 LL draft, who is a finalist for the 2017 LL Rookie of the Year. In my opinion, you should have won it. He set franchise records for the Bandits for most points and assists by a rookie, and he was the second fastest player in franchise history to reach 100 points behind the GOAT Johnny T, and he also played for the Chaos in the PLL. Welcome.
Wow, what an intro. Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
In short, he's a GOAT.
Alright, let's get it going, Josh. I know the season has, I don't think anyone really could have expected what happened, but I'm not sure if there's an official word on if the season is coming back or not. How do you feel about what's been going on with the quarantine and stuff like that?
It's tough, you train all year to try and perform the best, but at the end of the day, we all know that the health and the safety comes first, and obviously nobody expected a pandemic, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You gotta do what's right for the rest of the community, and if that means being in quarantine, then it's all good, and we're just gonna try and make the best of it.
Very well said. Very well said. Jack, I think you had a question after.
Yeah, what are you doing during quarantine? Are you still training now, just in case the season does come back?
Yeah, man. We made a bit of a crazy quarantine purchase, and we bought a rack and put it in our living room. So we have a massive rack that's just sitting here, and we basically turn our living room into a gym every day. And when we're not inside, when it's nice out, we try and get some runs in on a field or whatever it is at the track. But you know what? Like it's all. Even if the season doesn't come back, you're always training to be the best you can be, right? So anytime that we get that we're able to train and not have to worry about playing and all that good stuff, getting stronger, we're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah, so.
Where do you play?
Tech.
Nice, I like that.
And we had a bunch of tryouts. We had the team set, and then our first practice got canceled, and then school ended up getting canceled. And it's my sophomore season, so it's a little disappointing that I can't play.
That sucks.
But, still go out once in a while, play some wall ball, get some shots up.
Yeah,
Fun sport. Yeah, it's a fun sport.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Where are you guys all from Buffalo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. I love Buffalo.
Great city.
Jason, I think you had a follow-up question.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to ask, what's your opinions on the city of Buffalo itself?
Man, I love it. I've been obviously here for about 3 years now. Ever since I came here, I basically kind of moved here full time. So I'm not just here during the season. I live here year round, and man, nobody in the entire sports world treats their players better than Buffalo does. That's not just the Bandits, that's Bills, that's Sabres. The community just gets behind their sports teams like nobody else. So I'm definitely lucky to be playing here in Buffalo. I love it. But like the best thing is that, I tell every time I get that question, I tell the exact same thing, man. The people of Buffalo are just so genuine and so welcoming. We do this thing where we go out and hand out season tickets at the beginning of every season, and these guys will just literally cool, welcome us into their homes with whatever we possibly could want. Got salad bars waiting for us. Like, man, you guys are just amazing. Buffalo people, you guys are on another level of kindness, so I love it.
Yeah, I personally think it's a great city. Everyone's loving that here.
That is true.
The same thing with, I feel like with all sports, especially with the Bills past couple years, everyone, they never look at Buffalo as really a great city to live in, but everyone that's come here on all sports levels have just said about how good the city is, how good the people are. I feel like it's cool to be a part of that, fan base.
Yeah, 100%, man. You guys are lucky to live in such an awesome city. There's a pretty cool sign that says "Keep Buffalo Secret." And, I think it's an awesome place to be. I think it's definitely one of the most underrated cities out there. That's for sure.
Have you been to any Bills games? Or I know you go to Sabres games a lot, but have you been to any Bills games?
We've been to a couple. Not too many. I want to say probably about 3 or 4 in my time here. It's definitely a lot of fun, man. The tailgates are awesome. Obviously the atmosphere is great. It's definitely a good time.
Yeah, those games are crazy. So I personally like Bandits games better, but
I've only gone to one Bandits game.
I do.
Stanwell scored like 4 goals. Went to one Bandits game. Yeah.
That guy's a legend.
Last time I went was Johnny T's last year.
I was there when they retired. I think it's never, or when he retired or something. Like he did a speech and stuff. It was really cool.
Wow, that's wild. That's great. You guys haven't been since then? That's wild.
No.
I actually had season tickets. I had season tickets in like the 4th row.
Yeah.
I'm not like these other guys.
Hey, I don't have a season ticket.
Amen.
I think I went to 5, maybe 4 games this year.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna hold the rest of you guys accountable. You guys need to get some next year once this whole thing starts up.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, I had a question. Jason mentioned that about the Johnny Tavares and like the class game and stuff. He is your coach now. What's it like to? Obviously, you love lacrosse. You probably grew up paying attention to lacrosse in the NLL, and Johnny being one of the best, if not the best player of all time. What's it like for him to now be your coach?
It's really cool, and that's a great question, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty. You kind of have to throw all that out the window when you're trying to play for him, and just understand him as a person. Because obviously, if you were just to treat him like the man he is and get starstruck, it's a little bit it's a little bit more tough to deal with. But to understand what he's done for the sport and the kind of person he is, again, we're super lucky to have him. He's so creative, man. The things that he draws up for plays, you're like, how did you think of that? Like, this guy's mind is just on another level. So he's definitely the GOAT. And in my mind, he's definitely the best to ever do it. So definitely lucky to play on him.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a pretty surreal experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually,
Jack, you can go. Jack, you go.
Alright. I have a question. At what age did you start really getting into lacrosse and start playing?
So I started playing lacrosse when I was about 3 years old. I kind of kept playing until I think about when I was 10 years old. I think I stopped playing for a year and decided to try and play hockey. And then for a little while after that, I want to say till I was about 17, I played both. 17 or 16, I played both hockey and lacrosse. And then eventually I had to drop hockey because I thought I had a better chance of making it on the lacrosse side there. But yeah, man, I've been playing for a long time since I was 3 years old. I'm 26 now. It's 23 years of playing. It's pretty crazy.
So, obviously, the PLL, you can't play in all weather conditions. That's why I think that is more exciting, more hits. I feel like it's a better fan base here in Buffalo. No disrespect to the Chaos. But if you could pick one, which league would you play?
If I had to pick one, I'd have to say I'd have to play box just because I've been playing box for so young, or such a young age. I was only, I want to say I was probably like 11 or 12 when I started playing field. So field was always new to me and always kind of second to me. So not really to say like, oh, I like the NLL better over the PLL. It's just box has always been what I would love to do the most. And yeah, and obviously Bandits games are just sick in general. So
What's it? Quick
Well,
question.
Nick,
What's it like
you have-
when you're? Oh wait, yeah, Nick. You haven't talked about. Nick, you have a question?
What are your thoughts on the upcoming season? You guys went 7-4 last season, right? So what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on the upcoming season?
It's been tough, man, because from a business standpoint, right, like the Bandits lost on revenue and whatnot without us being able to finish the season. So we don't really know how the team's going to look next year. If they're going to still be able to supply the same thing that they did this year, we really have no idea, man. I'm hoping that everything stays the same and we kind of get back to some type of normality. But at the end of the day, man, as long as we can hopefully play and hopefully play in front of fans, I think that's the best case scenario.
So you said you played hockey. Do you still play or no? Like, do you play in your free time at all or no?
I wish, man. Fresh skates in like, I want to say 5 or 6 years. It's been a long time, but there's nothing better than skating on the ice and just having the wind blow through your hair. It sounds cliche, but it's unreal.
It is a good feeling.
Hey, you don't have to be fair.
Well, I went bald last year. I haven't gotten a haircut in like 4 months.
Alright, Josh. So, you mentioned like standing games, how they're so crazy. What's it like, because I obviously felt it from a fan perspective, but what's it like being on the floor and playing in front of, 10,000 people, sometimes even more? What's it like?
Man, feelings unexplainable. Especially when you're coming out, you're running out onto the floor, and they call your name. Usually the first game, you just get a lot of butterflies and stuff. After that, you're kind of just pretty fired up. But honestly, man, once the whistle blows, you don't even really realize the crowd and how loud everybody is until kind of either in between plays or after a goal, and you're like, man, this is sick. Like you couldn't ask for anything better. It's unreal.
Now, I know you obviously have mentioned that you have a gym and like in your living room and stuff. And I always see that I follow like all the main players on like the social media. Well, that's not really on social media and stuff. And like, what's it like building bonds like outside of lacrosse? Which I know you always like are close to stuff like Team McKay. Like, what's it like hanging out with like all the guys, like from a friend standpoint, not just teammates?
Yeah, I mean, part of being teammates with someone and the bond you build as teammates helps that friendship tremendously. And like especially like me and Dane Smith, we've been roommates since I came to Lee, so we've been roommates for 3 years. So when you put the two together, we're extremely close. So it's a bond that I'll probably always have the rest of my life. Even if I get traded or he gets traded, we'll always have that bond. So it's pretty cool being able to make friendships. Just in general, man, the amount of friendships that you get through playing this game of lacrosse is unreal.
I have one more. Like when you're playing, there's music in the background. You like, I know you said that you don't really focus, but what is like one song if like the team hyped up?
Probably great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody's different. Some guys like country, some guys like techno. For me, if the big song comes on, yeah, I'll be pretty fired up. I'll probably fire a couple shots, maybe I can take it because I'm so hyped up. But music's definitely a big thing for me, man. It's always been a big part of my life, and honestly, the fact that the NLL plays it during our games, it helps me a lot because, as you guys know, or those of you that have been to a Bandit game, there's a lot of ups and downs during games, and music kind of helps keep a level head at the time. Yeah, I'd say a Drake song. I'd say you're right there. Non-stop or something.
That's good.
I do have one more question.
Okay.
Are you ever gonna try the fake pass again?
What?
You ever gonna try the fake pass again? I don't know what it's called, but for exactly what it's called, but
Talking about the hidden ball trick?
the hidden ball trick, yeah.
Yeah, with Dane, that was pretty cool. I don't know, man. I like to mess around a lot with that stuff. So that's definitely not gonna be the last time we try and pull it off. But it's more just kind of opportunistic thing where if the situation's right, and I think if you watch it was kind of like I got like a rebound out of the corner on my wrong side, and we were like, I think we were man up or something, but like it would just kind of happen that I was running up to the dog, gave a little flip, pretended to keep it, and it wasn't even looking.
I saw I know the defenders knew, but
Yeah. Keeps had no idea.
Alright, Josh, thank you for your time. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for hopping on the
We
podcast.
appreciate you having to come on, taking time out of your day to come on the podcast.
Yeah, of course, boys. They never need the help. You boys sound like you got some good heads on your shoulders, so I appreciate you guys having me.
Alright, have a good day, guys.
All right.
have a good one.
Right.
Alrighty.
That was
pretty cool.
My God,
That was pretty cool.
that was cool. I didn't really speak because in my head I'm just thinking, this is Josh
I
Byrne.
didn't want to say anything dumb, you know?
Yeah, that's why. As soon as he said fake pass and he said hidden ball trick, I was like, man.
I was going to talk about his 7-goal game that he had against, Colorado?
He's had many excellent games.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about the riots and stuff.
I
Okay.
don't think
I
we
think-
talked
I
No,
think so.
about we should-
that's one I don't really want to touch because anything, you could say anything, so many people could take it the wrong way.
Alright, if I could say one thing. You guys like this episode this week, which we have another guest next week, which is
Are
going to
we
be
gonna
very,
say, or are we gonna keep it up on
very phenomenal. If I say one thing, be lone. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh,
Alright.
suspend it up, suspense. Need some more.
It was cool to talk to him, you know.
Alright, here's the real question. How
Talk
we...
to a
Jay, I was
professional.
talking.
Sorry.
I don't know, it was cool because, you know, I have watched him for the past, like, 2 years. 3 years, actually.
Yeah, I've just started the past 2 years. They're really fun.
I think I'm gonna start going now.
They are very fun. You should go, Jay, I'm telling you.
I never talked to a professional athlete, so I thought that was really cool.
I've talked to one, obviously. I've met some, but like I've never had a full-on conversation, which I thought was
Yeah,
pretty
I've
good.
met someone, like, I'm like, what's up? But, like, we just had a 20-minute conversation with a professional athlete.
We just did.
He just gave some good advice. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, you
It was.
He did.
know what you say.
Yeah, he was ready. He was prepared. He's an absolutely amazing athlete. He plays in 2 professional leagues.
Mm-hmm.
If I can interrupt you
I
here.
really enjoyed the accent. The accent was a very good plus.
If I can interrupt you here. I think he's definitely got the interviews down because just because he's a professional athlete or whatever.
Oh, you're
I
right.
think he definitely has nailed that, at least in
This is true.
the past couple of years. How many has he been on? I didn't look, but gotta be
Well, how
few.
many what?
Anything. Interviews.
Well, he been in the
Oh, wow.
NLL
We didn't
for
know
3
that.
years.
He's got to at least have been on one.
I mean,
Obviously,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming before he got drafted, a few teams have interviewed him.
When he
Yeah.
was
Well, yeah,
Mm.
obviously he had interviews.
I'm talking about like media interviews, but
I mean, last
Probably
year they
a lot.
were in the finals, so obviously he probably had to get interviewed a lot. They were in the
yeah. I think I'm gonna start going to Bandits games now. You know,
You really should.
he's got me hyped for them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
They're really fun.
I watched some of the highlights. He's a hell of a player.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch any of his NLO, but I saw some of his PLO highlights, and those were
The NLL highlights are a lot cooler than the might be a
Yeah, I
lot.
was watching a
But
7-goal game against Colorado. That was something.
in my opinion, Jack, I'm gonna ask him the same question that you asked, but
Which one?
about like which one you prefer, and which one is a bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think box is cooler to watch too, because field is such a big space. You know what I mean? Box is smaller with more hitting.
They still play?
Amount of scoring, but
Do they still play, do they still share the, Sabres stadium?
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, yeah, box is more fun to watch, but personally, I think playing outdoors is better. But, you know, like, in Buffalo, sometimes it snows in April, and it's really rainy, so you can't really play that much. So, you don't have to play in any weather because you're indoors.
How about
Jason.
completely-
Oh,
this
wait,
is
that's
completely off topic. But how about SpaceX and NASA teaming up to send people? I don't know where they went. I know they went
to the
space.
space station.
The space station. All right, that's pretty cool. That's huge.
That is.
It is pretty big. Pretty big
Yeah,
deal.
Elon Musk.
So that dude, he's
Smart.
he's a very smart guy.
Well, I mean, he's not, I wouldn't say he's a marketing genius, but he's definitely a genius.
No, he's definitely not a marketing.
He's definitely not a marketing genius. I've,
Recording dumb stuff.
I actually looked it up the other day of what his IQ was, and I'm pretty sure it is 155. Oh no, actually I just looked up it. He has an IQ of 215.
huh?
Just
Smart man.
No, I'm just joking. It's 155, yeah.
I was gonna say, that's,
155.
I think the highest IQ in the world is 287 or something like that. So, yeah, that definitely is
I know
smart.
you guys aren't huge into basketball like I am,
Oh,
but
I mean, I play 2K, so I know everything about basketball.
talk about it. If something happened huge in the NBA, talk about it.
basically they haven't announced anything yet, but like the biggest, like the Adam Schefter of the NBA, Adrian Wojnarowski, he basically said that the NBA is leaning toward a 22-team format for that they're going to start playing games again on July 31st in Orlando. And then the latest possible game, like the latest date for Game 7 of the NBA Finals will be on October 12th. So
No.
the 22 teams, 22-team playoff format.
Kind of like how the NHL. I mean, the NHL is doing
Sort
it
of.
right. They should just copy the NHL. They're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they should because we all want sports back. But if you think about it, now next year's season is going to get delayed. And is that how sports are going to be from now on? They start later, and
I don't
I mean,
know, to be honest.
Yeah.
like with hockey, I don't think I really want to watch it in July and August. Like personally, I'd rather watch it from when it was.
Well, they said the lottery's going to be held in June, isn't it?
I don't know.
They said that. I know they announced the date of the NHL lottery.
I mean, personally, I'd much rather watch basketball and hockey than
Yeah.
baseball.
Oh
Yeah, kind of like everyone.
But that's just not.
Did you hear what the NFL referees? They said they don't want to take a risk.
Yeah, most NFL referees are older though too, so I understand where they're coming from. So they have more of a
Already-
risk in it.
I already spent money for that Chiefs game, though. I'm kind of disappointed that doesn't happen. You know.
You look at your money.
I guarantee you.
There's a complete like refund policy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that's our second episode.
oh wait, Nick,
Podcast.
I just found June 26th is reportedly the date that they should have the NHL draft lottery.
Yep.
That's what I just found. So
Do they know like when the draft will be, or is it still on schedule?
they're still not scheduled, but they're saying that the draft lottery should be
So what does that mean? If the lottery's June 26th and they want NHL players to come back for like training, I mean June 26th is pretty close.
I mean,
They
if you
gotta-
are in the
they-
playoffs,
Yeah, they gotta start playing them now.
if-
Or do they? They don't have a chance with the lottery, do they?
They should not.
I don't know if they do. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright.
It's gonna be interesting on how that all plays out.
I have one more topic, and then we can wrap it up. So,
Alright.
2 days ago, you know, June happened. How do you guys feel about the hype around Flight Reacts? How do you guys
Honestly,
feel about June and
fantastic.
stuff?
You know, he's getting ankle breakers already. I can't wait to see what happens. Like, we not, you know, probably get a contract maybe from the Warriors. You know, Curry's such an
Mhm.
inspiration.
I mean, I'm looking at YouTube right now, and the title of his latest video, Polo G calls out Fight Reacts to a 1v1 basketball match. So, I mean, when Polo G is calling him out, trying to 1v1 him, I feel like that's a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal.
So I feel like it's probably one of the best things to happen to society.
I
Probably all
think White
2020.
is kind of carrying it right now.
I'm gonna be
Like-
honest. I'm
Very-
not huge on Flight Reaction stuff. I don't really watch them, so.
Flight Reacts is...
about-
I saw like the
His memes, yeah, it's so funny.
But he's not the smartest, but
Not the smart. Yeah, I think he's a lot more intelligent than he lets on.
Yeah.
There's no way some of the stuff he says he's not lying. it is hilarious.
Alright, well,
I saw this one video on YouTube. So I saw this one video on YouTube. It was like Flight Reacts. He has a series on YouTube called Flight Reacts No Football IQ.
there's one for NBA, there's one for everything.
It's so funny.
so that's episode 2 of the Byrne podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. We had a very special guest, Josh Byrne. What a great guy. We had a lot of fun. Next week, you know, V1, what's your hint? See if you guys read less of it. That should be fun. Talk to him, see how he's doing. And then we'll probably invite some friends on for like next few weeks and see what can happen. But if you can, just leave a like and watch it.
Getting something.
What am I forgetting?
You gotta plug in the Instagram and stuff too, man.
Oh yeah. You can
Close.
find us on Instagram at the Burners Podcast. We also are also on Spotify now. So good. That's there.
And SoundCloud.
Nope, that SoundCloud is we're done with that.
Oh, we're done with SoundCloud. Alright. What about
And
iTunes?
also-
How's that going?
I submitted it. I didn't get an email back yet, but I did. They did say they're reviewing it, and they said it could take up to a week.
Alright.
So
So
that was yesterday.
We're on Spotify and YouTube. You can listen to us there. Thanks.
And if you have any suggestions, we are open. So just DM us on Instagram, the Burners.
If you want to come on, there's only one way to see if you can. You gotta ask.
Yep.
Alright, that's all.
That's all. Alright. Adios.
Peace.